under 50%? So underneath 50%, what you want to do, because this is we're going to be making a lot of different marks, you want to try to make it as neat as you possibly can. So I know some of you, this is, a stretch for you. So of anything that you're going to write really neatly today, today's going to be the day. All right? So underneath 50%, the mark that's in the middle here, we're going to write 1/2. Okay? Today what you guys are going to be doing independently, you're going to have this equivalent strip and you are going to put marks down for all the halves, thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, and eighths. Okay? The key to this though is that you're only going to put one equivalent on the strip. So if you look at your equivalent chart for me for a second, you'll notice that there are many different fractions that equal 50% right now. Okay? If you look up here, I have 1/2 and 2/4 and 3/6. They all equal 50%, but we want the one in the lowest terms. And when we're talking about lowest terms, which is this word right here, what we're saying is we want the fraction that has the lowest numerator and denominator. So out of all of these fractions up here that I have, which one is the lowest terms of all of these fractions? 1/2, 2/4, or 3/6? Noah?
1/2.
1/2. Notice that 1 in the denominator is lower than 2, which is lower than 3. And notice that 2 is the lowest of all of these. So you're finding the fraction that is in lowest terms. Okay? So let's look at another one. If you look at 1/6. Actually, let's not look at 1/6. Let's look at 1/3. What two fractions do we have for 1/3? What is a fraction equivalent of 1/3? Vivian?
33 1/3.
33 1/3. So we know that 1/3 is equal to 33 1/3%. But what's a fraction equivalent of 1/3? Roman?
33 1/2.
Look on your chart. We put a fraction that was equivalent to 1/3. Roman?
33 1/3.
Okay, so 33 1/3 over 100. So if we were to pick the fraction that was in lowest terms, which one is lower, the lower number? 33 1/3 or 1? Mrs. Morris. Okay. If you could give me 10 minutes. I'm finishing a mini lesson and then they're going to be working in small groups. Okay? Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Okay. So instead of putting 33 1/3, which we know is equivalent to 33 1/3%, we're going to put 1/3 because they're both the same, right? So on 33, notice here, here's 30, here's 31, 32, 33, and 1/3, which is just a little bit past 33. You're going to put 1/3 is equivalent to that. And you're going to do this for all the halves, the thirds, the fourths, the fifths, the sixths, and the eighths today. Okay, and then we'll look over it tomorrow to see what the completed is. Let's look at, so that's independent work for today. Let's look at what you're going to be doing in small group with me today. For small group today, we're going to have what I call compare cards, which you'll be using a lot of. They look like these. How many of you guys have used these in the past in 4th grade? So what we're going to do, we're going to cut these out, and there are some that have diamonds on them, okay? And the diamond ones we're not going to work with today, okay? After we take out all the diamonds, what we're going to do is we're going to put 1/10, 1/2, and 9/10 down as a marker. And then we're going to put the others in order, okay? So, let me show you an example.
Did we pass them out?
Not yet. So if I put 1/10. What's the percentage of 1/10? Percentage. 1/10 is equal to 10%. Okay? Then they said to put 1/2 as a landmark. Where would 1/2 fit? 5/10 or 50%. Right? So 1/2 is 50%, which is halfway up. And then where would 9/10 go? Elise? 90% or 9/10. Okay? Then we have many other cards here that we're going to say, okay, 1/4. Well, what's 1/4 as a percentage? Let's put that in order from least to greatest. Okay? So we're going to be doing that in small group today. So let me give you your jobs today. We did the mini lesson, which we're a little behind on moving forward. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong one. If you are Tricks, you are starting with me today, and then you're going to be doing partner work. If you're Fruity Pebbles, you're going to start independently working on your percent fraction equivalent strip, and then you're going to be moving back with me. If you are Frosted Flakes, you're starting with partners, and then you're moving into independent work. Let's talk about what you're going to be doing. In small group, you need to bring back Unit 4, page 15 with you. Independent, you know that you're going to be working on the fraction equivalent strips. Guys, can you sit still because this picks up a lot of moving. And then you'll finish page 16, which was yesterday's work that some of you got to independently. And then in partners, yesterday, you were told to write on the back of your paper, you had 4 different fraction equivalences that you were supposed to work on. You are going to draw rectangles and find equivalences for 1/4 on Educreations. And then you're going to start, you're going to start your fraction equivalent strip with your partner until we switch. Okay? So the group is off by 10 minutes, so we'll do, instead of 11:15, we'll start at 11:25, and we'll go until 11:40, and then we'll do 11:40 to 12. Okay? If you are partners right now, who is the Frosted Flakes group? I need Amanda, Gage, and Lily to go down to the conference room because they're doing a vision and hearing check. And then come back and get the other people, and we'll start sending 3 at a time until everyone's taken care of. I